Hello and welcome to the live after show for a very quick after show for Mass Effect MERCS episode 4, which is the final one. So the after show is live because we always do our last after show live because we're really generous and not because we want to persuade you that the after shows are awesome. You should go check that out on Patreon. We have a Patreon, by the way. Just FYI, you didn't know that, right? Anyway, we got a very fast after show. So, what do we want to talk about?
Diva's sad that Aelin went down after he cowardly ran out of the place, and that's why his shoulders were slumped, because he's like, if I would have stayed, maybe Aelin would have been fine.
Or his Aelin didn't think a single thing of it, like, yeah, good, you get out, awesome.
I'll tell you that my personal objective in that round was A, to deal with Diva, because the bad guy knew Diva was a lot of damage and he needed to focus Diva down. And my bonus one was going to be like, if I can threaten Aelin, she's really annoying. What if I can actually injure her? But it just so happened you happen to be in the area effect where I could hit you and Tyler at the same time. So I was like, great. Sold.
Yeah. Thinking backwards, it would have been smart to have the BEC field up before I went into there, but I didn't think about that because it lasts an hour, so...
Yeah. I made one big cock up, though.
Mm-hmm.
I counterspelled the biotic. I have the equivalent of counterspell, but for tech. And I knew flamethrower's a thing. I should have kept the counterspell for the tech, because as soon as you had that tech up, you aren't recasting it every turn. You're using a continual power. So I couldn't... as soon as you used it, I was like, balls. So I was like, I have to shoot you to get you to fail a con save to have to recast it. And I was like, right, Ben knows this. Ben is more intelligent than me. He's got 23 intelligence. Balls. So I had to try and get you to fail that. And I was like, nope, damn it.
Yeah.
I'm just glad no one died.
Me too. Gek, if I had failed those con saves early on, he would have been dead. But I succeeded, I think, 2 or 3 times.
We did all get a turn to go down to 0 hit points, though, throughout the course of the 4 episodes.
Yeah, I was down last week.
Yeah.
Oh, now question. So, EE, would you say that by destroying Ben, we achieved a milestone?
That is definitely a milestone. He is technically a mythic beast or a mythic challenge or a mythic enemy. He has 2 forms. Definitely milestone. Mm-hmm. You would all level up normally. If we do more seasons, you would level up.
If we do more, cool.
So if we do more, we'll be level 12.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Something to look forward to.
And FYI, in canon, Ben Hislop is one of the Elusive Man's early compatriots, along with Eva. And I was like, I know this is going to be a massive giveaway, but since he literally uses the name of Eva for Doctor, yeah, I'm going to have to do it. So.
Because you have your homebrew rule, technically I would have gotten 8 hit points instead of the 3.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad that we didn't run into the Phantom Nightmares again, as well as Ben, because
you talked to the Geth. If you hadn't talked to the Geth, because he was going to ambush you, he knew what he was going to do. He was deliberately going to set you up. He was going to ambush you. He was going to have them as backup. But you talked to the Geths, and so the Geths said, we'll basically interdict, so they couldn't get through. So he had no
Excellent.
Yes.
Very glad we did that then. Very glad indeed.
Good job, Poe.
Mm-hmm. Well, they've got, I think, Omega and Poe have a good working relationship now.
Which is actually due to your very, very early amazing scanning roll where you were like, let's scan. I was like, there's a crit something. I guess you know that there's a Geth ship nearby. I didn't expect you to know this early on.
Yeah, so, I mean, if we were continuing next week, what would be our next move?
Well, you know about Persephone. You also know that there's a research facility somewhere in a gas giant.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Persephone, since we actually know its location, that would probably be where we'd head to next. Although I do think that Poe would be rather insistent on getting Rin to somewhere, an actual place of safety, rather than leave her on the ship that's constantly getting attacked.
I mean, the colony's safe from Cerberus-ish now. I mean, Cerberus are funding it. But...
That's true, but I mean, all of Rin's relatives there are dead, so I think them being raised by Poe's family is probably going to be better.
Yeah. Something you'd find out, which is relevant to this colony, which you find out on Persephone at the processing farm, is that they deliberately recruit people or try to recruit people who are closed-minded and xenophobic because it makes them easier to indoctrinate.
Mm-hmm.
which is why they were deliberately cultivating that attitude. And that's why they had a presence in the colony, because they were deliberately wanting to cultivate that in the populace.
Okay. And the aliens that ended up there just sort of ended up there by...
They have to make it not seem like a really kind of like, this is a super kind of weird situation. No aliens whatsoever.
Okay. Actually, that's like Poe would have done research just to find out exactly whose Rin's family were. So if they had any living relatives, they could be contacted.
Yeah.
See, Aelin would have been focusing on Gek hiding the info about Lessie, and been like, "Cool, let's investigate this." And Leslie's obsessed with something right now, so I guess we can do it without her knowing.
And how does Leslie feel?
She's hellbent on getting to this processing facility to hopefully find out if this is the man who, like, in a way kind of ruined her life, and to try to stop him so he doesn't ruin any more lives. She's like laser focused. She's like picking apart Ben piece by piece. And
Gek is covering for Leslie because it relates so much to his backstory of the fact that, like, he's criminal underworld assassin boy who has a dark past, and this is an instance of obviously dark past that Leslie seems to regret based on his insight into her, and he just does not want to reveal that until Leslie wants to reveal that.
Okay. Are we shipping them platonically, or are we shipping them romantically?
that's for the viewership to decide.
So that'd be your call. Like, however you two want to ship them, I'm down with. So
I leave it open to the imagination of the audience.
they're both Aelin's kids. Like, I don't really care.
If they're both aliens' kids, maybe they shouldn't be. Just saying.
But then,
You can't have
but
kids,
then
it's
it's the
fine.
stepbro stepsister situation, you know?
I know. There's extranet sites for that.
Yes.
You're the
Clearly.
one who brought it up. They're not technically Aylin's children.
We're not related.
Alien was
really.
said they're both my children. It's fine. I'm like, that statement is wrong on so many levels.
But they're adopted children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we apparently attract and rescue orphans.
Also, like, to Deba, like, they know each other as friends, companions, and combat buddies. So.
Oh, apparently someone was shipping Aelin and Lessie romantically.
I mean,
I don't want to kill anybody else, so good fit.
I see in chat some people were wondering. So EE, what level do you reckon Poe's wife is?
I'm thinking like level like maybe 15, 16.
Mm-hmm.
But she's got to that stage where she's like, I'm too powerful. It is unfair if I go out. You should go out and do the stuff. I will stay home. And then like we see like maybe like a year's time when the Reapers come down, they're gonna regret it. Like a Reaper just comes down on top of the house and she's like,
just like crumples the Reaper. Yeah.
just crushes it and
Yeah, just.
yeah. You guys made it really, really fun. I really appreciate that. You knocked that out of the park.
Thanks so much. As I say, fantastic GMing.
yeah. Thanks for facilitating the story.
It was it went through really well. I was very happy with how it was GM, the story went, RP, everything about this just fell into place real nicely.
Yeah. I'd also like to definitely put a special shout out to Bunny for rolling that nat 1 so you nearly got your new crew member killed, but then you recruited her.
I mean, she's safer with us, sort of.
Kind of, yeah. And there is a crew mechanic, just your ship is terrible for crew. It's too cramped. It has morale penalties. You might
Yeah.
We can,
Right?
after what happened to the ship, maybe we get an upgrade.
Maybe.
We do have a mechanic with us who could possibly have some funds. And we could pawn off the biotic parts of that thing as long as it doesn't have a virus in it.
That was a question. So, did we achieve our mission objective? We got paid for this gig, right?
Your mission objective is to solve the entire thing of what they're doing, so not yet. It would be after Persephone and after you find that research facility. You also have bounties on Minos and Radamanthus. You missed the one on Minos, the one chance you had. There was also a bounty going to be added on Acus, which is the Quarian.
We would need to negotiate better pay. That's right.
It's 1.1 million if you bag all of it. And you've got a free armor upgrade, almost 3. You had to pay to get it installed. That armor upgrade alone is 300,000.
Does a 20 work on that device that we tried to disarm before that blew us up?
20 would have worked.
Yes!
Yeah.
I was going to say, Diva goes and finds another one.
There aren't any left. As soon as you went to that, the first one, and like blew it up by trying to fiddle with it, Ben got the message that, hey, I just blew myself up because someone tried to fiddle with me. And so as soon as you attacked the Cerberus dudes the next time around, he was like, I'm going to blow them all up. So he just blew them all up. That's why they all stopped transmitting, and everyone's like, hey, all the colonies have gone dead. It's because he just was like, it's better that they go dead and people find out slightly sooner than you get hold of one of those devices.
It's good because if you had gotten one of those, Aelin would have totally just punched you. Like if you came back.
That's fair.
Not like saying anything.
Nope.
That's fair. By the way, every chance he got when you were off doing something else and he was near the ship or something like that, he tried to move and lift your hammer. Just FYI.
And you failed every time.
Yes.
I'm sure.
Yes.
Right, anyway, we should end it here. I know we've got massive letters, so thank you again very much to everyone for willing to stick around for a little bit longer. Also, thank you very much to EA for being like, hey, you want to use the Mass Effect soundtrack for this random RPG? Sure. Thank you. Because seriously, the music is so like iconic to the game. Having the ability to just at the end play Normandy as you're kind of exiting out was great. I just appreciate that. Also, when I murdered one of the players, getting to just play Saren, also good. Anyway, thank you very much, everyone. You've been fantastic. I also should look at the tips. That's what I forgot to do last time before we go. And just gotta load up tips. We had 2 today. One from Smidian, $5. Love this show. Maybe I should do it.
I love this show. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Smidian. Very much appreciated. And we also had one from Beach Ball for $1.11. This is your Beach Ball delivery. Serve this. Checking in. Kappa. Thank you very much, Kappa. Thank you, Beach Ball. Really appreciated. Exactly what we need. More beach balls for Gek. I spent half an hour cleaning them out of the fucking air vent. Gek, why'd you just keep leaving beach balls everywhere? You know the food processor isn't where you leave beach balls.
There you go. Anyway, thank you very much, everyone. And you want more? Ask for more, and then we have to find the time, and then we have to do the... Anyway, just ask for more, and maybe you'll get it. We'll find out. Especially if there's more Mass Effect, which apparently there is.
Mm-hmm.
Put it in the comments of the YouTube video. Because
Yeah,
that
and
helps
do
the
like
algorithm too.
Thing as well.
Do
Yeah.
the like, share it, make it. If you want it to come back, you gotta earn it.
Yeah. I have also heard a lot of people saying, "Hey, I wish I learned about this show earlier." It's like, thank you. Just share it so other people can learn about it earlier.
Also, if you came in late, you can go on the YouTube channel and watch all the episodes from the very beginning.
That is
Very true.
Anyway,
And sign up for the Patreon for all the after shows.
that's some good quality shilling there. Thank you.
This one is always pooping on crime.